Hey, hi everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we'll be solving this particular problem, length of longest subarray with at most k frequency. Okay. So let's move quickly towards the problem statement. So yeah, you are given an integer array nums and an integer k. The frequency of an element x is the number of times it occurs in an array. An array is called good if the frequency of each element in this array is less than or equal to k, and the return the length of the longest good subarray of nums. Okay, a subarray is a contiguous non-empty sequence of elements within an array. Okay, so let's suppose this is my array. So by contiguous non-empty sequence of elements, I can also reframe it as subarray, non-empty subarray. Okay, so this 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Okay, 1 2, all these three are the example of non-empty contiguous sequence of elements in an array. Okay, and what it states is ki array is called good if the frequency of each element is less than or equal to k. Okay, so if I take this element as well, so if in this array I see the frequency of all the three elements is 1. Okay, and by the question standards the k should be equal to 2. Okay, so the each element should have the frequency of at most k, so which is less than or equal to 2. Okay, so in this each element's frequency is 1. So yeah, it is one of the contiguous non-empty sequence, so its answer will be 3. For the second one, all the elements in the array are coming two times. So yeah, this is also true. So the length is 6. And then I have 1, 2. It is also correct. So all the elements in this sequence uh, is at most k times only. Okay, so its length is 2. And now if I come to this particular subarray, so I can see the 1 is coming 3 times. So this is not a good array. Okay, so we will not deem it as a good array. So to make it a good array, what I will need is either remove this one or this one. Okay, but if I remove this one, I already have a existing subarray, so I need to remove this one. Okay, so by the means I am just using this as a new subarray instead of using this part. Okay, so if I write a pseudo approach, so I will have a left pointer and a right pointer and a length max length pointer, and all will be assigned as 0 in starting. Then I will move my end to the length of nums. Okay, and to store the frequency, I will need a better way to do that. So I'll be preferring to use hash map. Okay, so while end is less than hash map, if nums of right, sorry, I need to make it right. If nums of right not in HM, then add in HM, then check if HM of nums of right, the value for this is greater than k, then move left pointer and decrease value of left pointed element by 1. Okay, and I will also keep on max will be max of mx right minus left plus 1, and by the end of it I will return the back statement. Okay, so this will be my pseudocode. So now I can remove this part and I can also remove this part. I will comment this out. Okay, okay, so now if I want to move ahead with my solution, so what I'll do is I will take left equal to right equal to mx and equal to 0. So I will assign the leftmost pointer, rightmost pointer in the length, maximum length as 0. And see now if I want to use my hash map, so there's one way of doing is just using the curly braces, and my Python will automatically declare the hm variable as a dictionary, or else I can use default dict, okay, and pass on int in it. So what is the difference between both of these two is ki when you are using just curly braces, so it's you need to define everything. So you need to first check if the element is inside my hash map. If you do like if you move ahead without checking if the number or element is inside my hash map, then it will just give me a key error, which will interrupt my program, like interrupt my problem when while solving in between only, okay, which is not good. So there's this default dict inside the Python collections, so you can import it in your program by doing from collections import default dict. Okay, so what default dict is do is key it will automatically like first it will check if the element is inside my hash map, like in my hm variable. If it is not, then it will first add it and then assign a default value as 0. Why default value is 0? Because over here I am using int as a value type. Okay, if I use list as a value type, then it will automatically assign a empty list to that particular key. Okay, now moving ahead. So to iterate over it, I can use either for loop or while loop. So I'll prefer using for loop right now. So what I'll do is for right in range length of nums. Okay, so if I'm using right over here, I can remove it from the declaration, variable declaration. Okay, so I did for right in range length of nums. Okay, so what is wrong with this? Maybe indentation problem. Wait up. Okay, yeah, now it's correct. So as I suggested, I will add the rightmost element inside my hash map. Okay, I increment the frequency. Then I will check while my right is greater than k, then I will just decrement the value of the leftmost element by 1 from my hash map and increment the value of the left pointer. And in the midst of this, I will just keep on adding the maximum value inside my max variable, mx variable. Okay, and then in the end, I will just return my mx variable. Okay, so now if I run this, yeah, all the test cases are passing. And yeah, now if I submit it, code is taking some time. Okay, fine. So it took 2208 millisecond. Okay, like if I check how much it is, 1 second goes to how many milliseconds. So yeah, 1000. So if it is 2208, so it is more of 2.208 seconds, which is, I'll say, little bit bad. The time complexity is bad. So yeah, actually the time complexity for this one will be big O of n square, because this will be in the worst case scenario. So this for loop will be iterating over the entire loop, entire nums array, and this while loop is also incrementing the leftmost value by 1 each time. So in the worst case scenario, it can go till big of n square. Okay, for the part of the space complexity is big of n, because I'm storing the elements inside my hash map. So in the worst case scenario, when all the elements are equal, like all the elements have the same frequency which is required at most k, so it will take in all the elements inside it. the hash map will take all the elements. Okay, so that's why it's big of n. Yeah, so actually, the I think the time complexity can be decreased by a very much factor. So it might require some optimizations. Uh, to be honest, and to be fair, I haven't you know checked for like the optimal solution right now, but this one is the suboptimal solution that I can be completely sure about. And to solve this problem, as I stated, we have used hash map. We have used the concept of two pointers, and yeah, actually, yeah, these two only. And yeah, this is about it. So I believe actually there's one thing that I would like to ask. If you have a optimal solution for this problem, please do mention it in the comments. So even though I'm not trying to read out the solution from the lead code, I'm trying it on my own right now. Like I think that there can be a optimal solution for this, because you can see there have been like over here, if you can see, it is less than 12-15 milliseconds. So yeah, there can be. So if you know a solution, please do mention those in comments. If you like my videos, please share it with your peers as well, so that they can get a hang of these lead code problems if they are not able to solve them, or get a grasp of the concepts used. And yeah, fine, that's fine, I guess. Please do subscribe to my channel, and click on that notification bell button, so you get notified whenever I upload a video. Apart from this, thank you, and thank you for watching on the videos. And if you have any suggestions, please do let me know in the comments. Till that time, have a very good evening, and yeah, bye.